I don't even know whose idea or where like the talent show came from. They actually didn't do talent shows at my school for like they did them like when I go to a relatively like newly built school. It was built in like 2012. So they didn't do it for a while. And we had a new theater teacher come in like a year ago, and she was like, "Okay, let's start doing talent shows again." And that's when there was the one in my sophomore year. And I just played guitar for that. But we started um we kind of I met a few of my guitarists through a club at school, and we started playing, and I was like, hey, like let's find some other guys, and like we had already wrote Termination at this point. um and I was like, let's find some other guys, teach them the song, and play the talent show and make everybody mad. uh and it was interesting. It was a struggle. It was like I think we maybe had like a month of prep. We found our drummer and our bassist like literally a month before the talent show, and we were just like, all right, got to teach them a song. They've never played deathcore before. Let's figure this out. Uh, and then I was in another band at this point called Reality that I played drums for, and I invited a few of the guys from that band to come watch the talent show, and he recorded that video, and I was like, I'll try and get some views out of this. So I posted a few videos at the same time every day for like a week, and they all blew up, and that one just blew up the most.
It's kind
Oh
of
my
funny
god.
actually how it works, how it's the same video that blew up too on both platforms,
Yeah.
right? Like sometimes just be like it'll hit different in different places,
Hmm.
but this one was like the one, and it's like multiple videos of the same song or the same thing but just from different angles, right?
Yeah.
Maybe there's a caption that's different or something, but it's still like these very minor tweaks between each video, right? But it's crazy how
Yeah.
both of those kind of found success on.
Yeah, but it was crazy. I mean, it was just kind of like a shock factor thing, I guess. Like I mean, a lot of people picked it up like that were already into deathcore. Like the first like I think 5,000 views was people that were like love MySpace deathcore, just love any sort of heavy music. They were like, "Oh, this is so sick. If this was my kids, I'd be like so happy." But then it like TikTok does its thing. It starts putting it on, everybody's For You page. And I mean, we started getting comments from people who had never even heard this music before, and they were like, "What in the world? Like at school is crazy." People were like hearing these like toilet bowl vocals at a talent show. People are just in awe. So I mean, it was crazy. It's definitely, looking back, it's still kind of like mind blowing that the video got that big. Because
Mhm.
I remember just like sitting in my career center class posting that in the morning, and I was like, oh, we'll see where this goes.
It went.
It went.
And I kind of saw like incremental updates as it was. I don't know if it was the one that ended up actually blowing up or not, but on one of the videos, it was kind of like, it's like, oh, like we're stoked it got this many amount of views, but it was like, I don't know, 50,000 or something. And then another update at like 100,000. Holy shit, this video's got and then at a certain point, there's no more updates because I assume it was just like,
Yeah, it was
it
like
just did not stop, you know?
I was like, yeah, I can't post about this every day. I remember writing to the career center on our bus, and like every morning I'm just like I would go from my personal account to the band account, and it's just like 99 plus, and I mean I'm just scrolling through comments and followers, and like it's just this crazy success. I mean it was wild. But yeah, I don't know, it was crazy. That first video you were talking about with like all the updates, that was interesting. They like put the talent show rehearsals or like the tryout days on like the same day as like a field trip. So like half of our members like weren't gonna be there, and I was like, hey, like can we try out like just on like a random Tuesday? And we didn't even like know the song yet. We knew like two riffs in the song. And so we were like playing in front of like four people. I was like, shoot, just record this, post it, this is funny. And that one kind of got like a little bit of traction. And yeah, I don't know. It's been crazy. This band has been crazy.
I think it's just sitting also because like when you say like a talent show, this is kind of the exact nightmare of parents in general. You know what I mean? Like it's exactly that they don't understand what it is and stuff like that. But on the other side, for people who loves heavy music, it's just like it's you're just happy to see I'm gonna sound super old, but to see like younger people like just going at it like that, like there wasn't really like a proper, I don't know about you, Dumb, but there wasn't really like a proper setting to do that back in the day. You know what I mean? Like talent. I remember like teachers being like, oh, I cannot scream. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't really do it. So like when we see it, it's just like out of context, it makes it funnier and cooler in a way. I think that's what happened. But funny enough, that's not how I found out. Like it could have been. For me, it was like just a random, like I think it was in a group or something. Saw the logo, didn't even read what it was about. It was just like, I need to hear that. Went, listened to it, wrote to you. Everything happened in like a minute, and then Dumb is like, dude, that's not like they did something that had like some traction. And then I realized I'm probably one of the rare, I would say, that found it like that.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
What was kind of the reaction of people in the room from doing the song?
Honestly, I can't give you like exact details because I had like massive lights in my face. It's just like yeah, like if you've ever been on stage like this, it's completely black. But I kind of remember from like some videos and stuff. A lot of people dug it. A lot of people came up to us after the show and were like, "That is so cool that you guys are this young doing that." I think that's been like the general reaction for most people, even if they don't like the music, you know, like, hey, like you guys are in a band and you're all 17, 16 years old. Like that's crazy. And other than that, I mean, like, I don't know, there was some people in the crowd. Like I remember seeing like one guy's dad like air drumming, and I thought that was funny.
Like he knew the song.
Yeah. Like, oh, that's our biggest fan. But like I know, I mean, there were some really cool people in that crowd, some people that are very meaningful to my local scene. Funny enough, it's the wrestling coach at my high school. It's like he's in a death metal band. He's a vocalist of a death metal band locally.
Okay.
And I've known
Probably
him since like 8th grade. Yeah, he's cool.
Coach.
But I remember seeing him up in the crowd and him being like, how do you make those noises? I can't even do that type of thing. But I don't know. I feel like the reaction was mostly like pretty good. I think there was a few people that I saw kind of get up and leave.
Understandable.
Yeah, understandable. I mean, we're very loud. I actually remember before they opened the curtains, they like went up to the microphone. They were like, "This band is very loud. You know, if you're sitting at the front row, be warned." Because like, you know, when have you ever seen a talent show band come up with like 4x12, like just full Marshalls on stage? Like, so I mean, it was funny, but it was a good time.